WSP. find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right. Going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet, hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up, you can have it all. Watch me rip it off, I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart, yeah. I won't stop charging, you go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to my first DCRL stream. I swear I wasn't trying to be late. A lot of things happened. Yellow Dog decided to take a nap on me.
That might be on me, fellas.
But
Oh no.
We got some exciting games of Rocket League here. We got 2 games. Up first, we got a Div B game between Untouchaballs versus Lob-otomy. Very excited for this to happen here. But honestly, wanna say something to the chat, Yellow Dog?
Yeah, dude, I was fighting sleep demons all day. That's on me, fellas. We're running a little bit late. I don't think we ran the montage even. So I think we're gonna try to speed through this real quick. Get these games going because I believe Tech 7 is kind of on a time crunch here. I believe he might get kicked out at 10 from the lab or something like that is what they're saying. So yeah, let's get a move on here, I guess.
Yeah. So just gonna head over here looking at the stats. As you can tell, Untouchaballs is the number 2 seed right now. They have a lot of red highlights for their stats. Red for best in the league for goals, best in the league for shooting percentage, best in the league for assists. They're all around. These guys are just an extremely goal-heavy team, and I'm very excited to see them play. Heading over to the other end, you got Lob-otomy. Honestly, like, even though they are not bottom, they're on the lower half of the division here. They're not doing too bad for themselves. They just recently, I believe, I don't know the series score, but I know that they just recently beat Thick of It, and I know from personal experience that is a very tough team to have to go up against. But sorry guys, we're a little late, so I'm just gonna kind of rush over here. Yellow Dog, you got anything to say about Untouchaballs?
I mean, they're the top team, and I think they're the top team for the reason. Also, I believe it sounds like my mic is pretty loud. I don't know if anyone's in the chat talking about it, but people in the game chat here are saying I'm pretty dang loud.
Alright. Yep, I'm adjusting it here. First stream.
Okay.
First stream, guys. I apologize for the scuffness, but it is not a DCRL stream if it isn't scuffed. So.
But I'll be brief and I'll talk quiet just in case. It's just a pretty well-rounded team. They're pretty much every one of their goals. Pretty much every one of their goals are assisted. If you look at their goals to assist ratio, there's not a whole lot of just solo goals. They work very well as a team. They maintain a lot of pressure. They kind of just suffocate you with passes and demos. They don't really get in the air much. But they're just a very well-positioned team. It kind of looks like Xander and Aquamaniac are kind of like the main 2 passers, and Jive's just shooting really, really well so far this season. Shooting way, way above anyone else. I believe like 7% better than anyone else. So he's shooting very efficiently so far. Yeah. And is leading the division in goals per game as well.
Honestly, an absolutely stacked team because they do got that brother buff, and you got the buff between 2 of the players both going to UJ. So that's just gonna be there's a reason why they're one of the powerhouse teams. But looking over at the other hand, you have Lob-otomy, Tech 7 leading the league in getting demoed. Not exactly the league leading stat that
Typical.
You want. You know, hey. At least you got something, all right? You're league leading in that. But going over their stats, you have Fighting Hamster, the captain, with 9.3 goals per game, which honestly, as a captain, it's not necessarily what you're supposed to be doing, but like as the best player in your team, it is kind of, what's the word? Expected for you to have the highest goals per game on your team. Leading in assists, leading in saves, leading in shots. So he just seems to be the star player for this team. So yeah, cutting it short here, we're just gonna get straight over to the gameplay. I'm just gonna message everyone to see if they're ready. Alrighty, so just let me know if you guys are ready. Anything else you want to add to this, Yellow Dog, while we wait for the boys to get all situated?
Nothing I want to quite add, but I guess I'll send out my prediction for the series. I think Lob-otomy's been getting a lot better. They've been really improving. But I think this might be more of a reality check, kind of a wake-up call maybe, against this very, very good Untouchaballs team. So I think I've got Untouchaballs winning in 4. I think Lob-otomy will take a game at least. I don't think it's going to be a sweep.
Yeah,
Oh, party destroy. Can I get an invite back? Oh boy. Call limit reached? What kind of...
So scuffed.
What kind of error is this? Oh no. Am I gonna have to...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
if I
back.
had to give a prediction, I would have to go 5-2, but still leaning towards the Untouchable side. Lob-otomy, they've been cooking. They've been, not 5-2.
5-2?
3-2. 3-2. Sorry about that.
That's a 9.
Lob-otomy-
Yeah.
Lob-otomy's been cooking, but I don't think you can beat that Chem. I don't think you can beat the brother Chem.
It's tough.
And the same school Chem. Well,
It's tough.
it's always possible, but all right, we're just gonna get the game here. Tech 7 is kind of being mean to me, not really, but we're gonna get game 1 started.
Oh, brother. Whole lot of scuff for your first DCRL stream. Wouldn't really happen any other way. Oh boy. Well, looks like we're finally able to get this one off. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good series. I think it won't be a complete and utter dominance either way. I am excited to see how this Lob-otomy team does against the top dog. Did really well against the Big Fit team, but the Big Fit team's also been kind of struggling lately. So this kind of gonna answer my question to see if is Big Fit playing poorly or if this Lob-otomy team is really like that.
Cooking everyone's eardrums. Guys, I swear. But Lob-otomy opening up the series with an early lead here, not even 30 seconds into the match. Honestly, nothing that I was really expecting, but yeah, 2 amazing teams here. Very good. Jive trying to get the clear here. Salty Steve's a little bit awkward as that. As we see Jive getting the clear for Tech 7. Able to intercept Alexander. Long way is fighting Hamster. Second down the corner. He get another touch. Gets denied by Aquamaniac. Still sticking with the ball here. Jive recognizing Aquamaniac has issues. Able to get the clear. Field as Xander gets a ripper of the shot for Tech 7. For an amazing save.
For those of you who are familiar, Jive is a Dominus main. I've only seen him play Dominus. He's tried and true Dominus main. But I think lately, I mean, he mentioned the other day in Sixers that he might be bringing out the Joctane. So, oh my goodness, almost an own goal coming up from his brother Xander. This one's just kind of been going back and forth between the two halves. Aquamaniac trying to make something happen, fighting Hamster. It's a nice touch around 1. Just stay on the ground here. Jive gets a nice beat. Anyone there to follow. Xander gets the bump on Tech 7 for his efforts. Aquamaniac getting to take possession in his corner. Grabs the boost, leaves the ball. Xander with a nice touch up towards Tech 7, who's going to be up for that one. Jive on the backboard. It's a nice clear.
Oh my god. Chat, you are so correct. I got the colors wrong. I'm not even gonna lie. That was like the one thing that Whirl was talking to me about.
Oh no.
Saying she's not getting that wrong. I apologize, by the way, guys. Very scuffed. Please forgive me. This is my first live stream. I'm just gonna keep running that excuse until.
Let's chill. Oh my goodness. Great save coming up from Tech 7. This one's going to be in the Lob-otomy corner here, fighting Hamster. Low boost and backwards on the sidewall. Xander looking for a pass here, maybe. Tech 7 with good patience, getting this corner boost. Take this one to the wall. What kind of mech is the guy? He passes it out to Salty Steve, who does not quite hit it. From my experience against him, he shot really, really well. He's one of the main goal scorers on his team, fighting Hamster with a nice beat over 1. and finding his team's first goal of the series.
Sorry, I'm not really paying attention, but Fighting Hamster able to catch Untouchaballs, lacking, unable to. Oh my God, this is so stuff. Yellow, do you just want to?
Yeah, I can ramble on. I can ramble on for a bit. This one's gonna be the Lob-otomy corner. Good clear out by Salty Steve, trying to follow this one. Jive with a nice flick over him. Fighting Hamster gets a beat over Jive, who's not expecting him. Xander tries to clear off the sidewall. Tech 7 gets a little pop over for Aquamaniac though, who almost puts it straight in. Fighting Hamster saves it at the midfield. Jive taking this one up the wall. Not really known for his mechanics. Just kind of hitting this one away. Xander to follow up. Gets a couple touches. Tries to get a third. He does. Fighting Hamster needs to make a touch. He does. Aquamaniac trying to keep the pressure. But right over to Salty Steve, who can get one. Not quite a second, but this one's still a little bit awkward for Jive. Just going to hit this one midfield. A double commit coming out from Untouchaballs. This one's going to be floating. A good bump coming up from Tech 7 and a greater clear coming up from Aquamaniac, who trying to put this one in, but can't quite find the connection. Xander, this one's off the backboard for a Jive. Aquamaniac ends up taking himself. Gets a nice flick over one. Fighting Hamster able to get the clear. Tech 7 ends up going as well. That's a nice touch coming up from him. He's got possession in the corner. Jive there to meet him. Salty Steve there to meet Xander. Jive taking over in the midfield here. Tries to get a nice flick over one. Can't quite get it. Aquamaniac going up for the aerial play, but gets bumped for his efforts. Tech 7 able to clear it out. Xander gonna put this one up the corner. This one's a little bit awkward off the corner bounce. Fighting Hamster gets a nice touch. Waterfall. This one gonna be in. Tech 7 with a great dunk. That's just a great play coming out from this Lob-otomy team. Catching Untouchaballs a little bit awkward, and they find themselves having a lead with only 37 seconds left. I mean, I call that, I think they're going to take at least a game, but I don't think they're going to take just straight up game one, taking the lead in the series. So this is definitely, you know, maybe not expected, but a good surprise. Jive going for the double tap. Xander putting this one off the backboard. Tech 7 doesn't have the read, and Aquamaniac with the equalizer. A quick answer from this Untouchaballs team. Great pass out from Jive. A miss coming out from Tech 7. And Fighting Hamster just barely not able to quite get that one and keep that one out of the net. How are things looking on your end here?
I just got to change the cams and then we should be all set.
Alright, we'll keep going here. Jive putting this one up in the corner. Salty Steve with a touch out. Xander keeping this one in the corner. Tech 7 with a nice little dribble attempt here. Gets one touch, a little bit low. Aquamaniac puts it on net. Fighting Hamster with a diving save. This one's still going to be in the corner. This one's bouncing up. Salty Steve, do they have it in them? This one's going to be floating up near the midfield. Tech 7 with a pass over to Salty Steve. Never mind. Aquamaniac gets dunked on. This one's bouncing off the ceiling, a little bit awkward. Xander gets a touch. This one might be hitting the ground, and we have OT in game one. Great job coming out from both these teams so far. This one's a bit awkward for Jive. He barely gets the touch route. Gets a nice little play to get out of his own half though. Xander on no boost. Tries to get the pre-flip touch. Can't quite find it. Salty Steve with a little dinky touch. Ends up getting it out though. Getting a nice little dunk. This one could be dangerous. Jive able to follow it though. Fighting Hamster tries to get it around. Tech 7 putting it on target. And it's 2 up, but not in. Xander gets a nice secondary touch off the ceiling. Tech 7 putting on yet another one on. Salty Steve going for a cheeky little bump there on the third man. Jive trying to get this one out. Tech 7 with a nice dunk. Maybe another nice touch, but Xander's right there to follow. Great job by him. Great dribble play. Salty Steve straight over to Aquamaniac. This one's going to be a bit awkward for Tech 7. Last man back. Gets beat. This one's rolling up in the corner. Xander with a nice touch. Is anyone there to follow? Jive! That's exactly what they've been doing all season long. Xander and Aquamaniac bringing it up, and Jive as the third man, just putting her home.
All right. I think I have everything figured out.
Sweet. That was, I think you missed a pretty electric game on there. That was honestly, is a little bit, I guess, faster paced than usual. Usually game ones, there are a lot of feel. You know, you're feeling out the other team a lot. Maybe some teams come with some nerves. But both these teams, I mean, it maybe looked a little bit nervous. A few bit of double commits coming up from both sides. And an unfortunate Tony Snell coming out from Salty Steve, but overall pretty good game.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I was not expecting it to be as close as it was. Untouchaballs, they kind of have that what's the word here? They kind of have that stigma of being one of the greater teams, and it just seems like they might have met their match in terms of Lob-otomy. Obviously, Lob-otomy didn't take game number 1, but at the end of the day, like it was close. They were only down by 1. If they can just get their game plan worked out, maybe clean up the comms, play a little faster, they might just be able to seal the deal for game number 2 here.
Yeah, and they were up at one point. They were up with 37 seconds left. It was looking like they were probably winning that game. But this Untouchaballs getting the equalizer just 18 seconds later at 19 seconds, and able to seal the deal in OT. This one could honestly be dangerous if Tech 7 isn't able to get a touch. He gets one, but not a great one. A great touch off the backboard though, much needed coming up from him. Let's see Steve able to get it over to Tech 7, who's able to get a touch over the backboard. Xander gets a very nice touch off the backboard. Fighting Hamster, gonna put this one up in the corner. Aquamaniac seems a bit awkward here, but he's able to get it right over back to Fighting Hamster. He's on 0 boost, maybe hitting this one out towards his teammate, but that's over to Xander.
That is a great challenge there from Tech 7. Able to keep the ball away from Xander, who seems to be the lead scorer for this Untouchaballs team. Great play from Aquamaniac. 0 boost, 7 boost. What can he do? Tries to get the bump. Tech 7 jumps over him, able to get the clear. You see Salty Steve pitching it off his teammate, able to send it down this Untouchaballs way. Aquamaniac looking a little awkward. Gets the clear out, but Fighting Hamster is there. Gets cleared away. Tech 7 tries to take it up the wall, but gets cut down by Xander. That's a good shot from Salty Steve with an absolutely amazing clanger from midfield.
Yeah, nice little pinch coming up from Tech 7. Xander in the midfield. Salty Steve. That is the Salty Steve this is the Salty Steve I know I've seen and I've played against. He is a shooter. When I say that, I do not I mean that in his post. He is a complete shooter. Already getting a stat for him, thankfully. No more Tony Snell coming from Salty Steve. He's going to try to put this one on target. A bump play coming up from Fighting Hamster. Tech 7 a little bit awkward. 1v1 ISO on defense. He gets flicked over. Fighting Hamster on 0 boost. Does he have it? Does it? And a palindrome from Aquamaniac.
That's such an unfortunate whip here coming from Fighting Hamster. With low boost, the best you can do is put a hand up, but at the end of the day, arc is just perfect, and it ends up leading to a goal for Untouchaballs. But there is a little over 3 minutes left. Anything can happen. Both teams are even in scores. You see Xander trying to get a touch mid as Aquamaniac not able to get the touch. Salty Steve looks for the pass mid, but Aquamaniac denies the shot from Fighting Hamster. Aquamaniac gets the flick with Tech 7 with the miracle save, but the ball still on this Lob-otomy half. Tech 7, no boost, but the whip from Aquamaniac. It's gonna be dangerous.
Whoa.
That's a good pop. Gets 50 over by Salty Steve. A great play from Jive as Fighting Hamster puts it mid. Gets it under Tech. No boost. That's awkward. Salty Steve with an amazing save to keep the ball out of his net.
That was looking a little bit spooky for Lob-otomy. Salty Steve W Eagle. Holy moly. Bumps his full boost teammate off while he's 0 boost. Tech 7. Gonna get a nice pinch over to his own corner. Drive, keeping this one in, keeping the pressure alive. He's gonna throw this one up. Xander for the shot. He almost gets it around Fighting Steve, Salty Steve. Tech 7 with a little jumble play. This is what he's good at. But a great save coming out from Jive and a little 2v1. Those are so tough to go against. Having one person bumping you and you still gotta make the save. He's gonna have to make another save when he backflips. Aquamaniac there to bail him out. Tech 7 is going to keep the pressure. This one's rolling up in the Untouchaballs corner. He gets a nice pitch out. Jive with the much needed touch out. A double commit coming up from Lob-otomy, and it's backwards as well, leaving Tech 7 alone on defense yet again. This is the 3rd time this game that Tech 7's been alone in 1vx situations. So I don't know if it's a rotational thing for this team or maybe a play style. It seems like Tech 7 is getting left on defense quite a lot. And Tech 7, as I say his name, slotting this one.
Yeah, I was just about to bring up the fact that Lob-otomy just seemed to not have a whole lot of boost, but they are able to work with it, as we see. I'm not too sure who scored that, but that was such a ringer.
Yeah, good shot coming up from Tech 7. He's kind of prided himself on his defense for the last couple years now, honestly. But nice to see him get involved in the offense. A great shot coming up from Tech 7, and Fighting Hamster there to put it back in.
Yeah, honestly, I was not expecting this coming from Lob-otomy. As far as I know, they're known as a team for their heavy defense, but they just seem to be coming out swinging here in game number 2. Oh, wait,
maybe
no. Game number 2. I just forgot to update the series score. Oops. Alright.
What do you mean? It is game 2.
Yeah, well, for the overlay. But anyway, Salty Steve trying to put it in. That's a little awkward. Tech 7 shot just wide as Xander gets to clear out, tries to find a teammate, but Aqua gets bumped for his trouble. Salty Steve trying to get the shot. That's a just off the post. Xander a little bit awkward, but no one's able to take advantage of this on the Lob-otomy side. Tech 7, great 50. Salty Steve puts it down this Untouchaballs half. So we see a great clear, a huge boom coming from Aquamaniac with Fighting Hamster. Keeps him mid as we see Tech 7 try to get the shot. Fighting Hamster, a little bit of I wouldn't say an overcommit, but he kind of sticks with the ball a little longer than he needs to. Kind of puts Tech 7 in an awkward position, but a great 50 coming from Salty Steve. That could be awkward, but Xander gets a great clear. That could be towards the net, but Tech 7 able to meet it halfway.
Tech 7 gets a nice pinch off this Untouchaballs corner. Salty Steve going for the shot, can't quite find it. Captain Aquamaniac gets a nice touch out. Xander with an open net, maybe not quite the boost to shoot it, get around that ball. Can't quite find it, and they need 2 goals quick. It's not looking too good for this Untouchaballs team. This one's just floating out mid. Xander trying to get a touch over to the orange half at least, but shut down by Tech 7. This one's going to be sitting in the midfield here. Maybe a good opportunity, but it looks like this Lob-otomy team is going to find their first win in the series.
Sure was the first. Wait, who won the first series?
Untouchaballs won the first game.
Untouchaballs won. All right. Well, I just preemptively gave them their first win of the series. Hey, I'm a fortune teller.
You know, Untouchaballs won in OT in game 1 after tying it up last second. Yeah, Lob-otomy. No.
Lob-otomy came.
What you know about Lob-otomy? Wow.
I was
honestly, this is like
Lob-otomy, unaware.
Like I know they've been doing pretty well lately, but I don't know if I had full faith in this team, if I'm being quite frank. But they might be validating those light feelings that they've definitely improved, for sure.
For sure indeed. As we wait for the boys to get ready here for game number 3. Probably help if I spectated on the line. Maybe. Scuff part 2, Legend. But starting game number 3 here for this honestly quite surprising series here. I was not at all expecting the heat coming from this Lob-otomy half, but they came to play. They obviously want to get that good seeding for playoffs, but as we see, Salty Steve trying to get a long way. Tech 7 the unfortunate whiff, but Jive able to get the long clear. Aquamaniac downfield, able to receive his pass. Tries to dunk Fighting Hamster, but Fighting Hamster with a great save as Xander puts it back mid. No teammates there, so it gets banged away by Tech 7. Fighting Hamster puts it mid. Oh my god! The ball's still in play as we see Untouchaballs scrambling to get the ball off of their half. Salty Steve keeping the pressure on as Tech 7. No, we gotta hit those. That pressure might have been lost, but Fighting Hamster able to get it back down on this Untouchaballs half. Get the touch mid. Yes, he can. Salty Steve able to receive it just a little too high. Tech 7 with the
wow!
This pressure coming from Lob-otomy is suffocating.
Dude, Fighting Hamster is touching the ball so well right now. He almost had that crazy redirect. He's touching the ball exactly how he wants to right now. I'm gonna honestly, you can't put it all in one person for this Lob-otomy team, because it is definitely a team effort. But I definitely think Fighting Hamster is for sure leading this charge for this Lob-otomy team, having so much pressure. He's playing so well right now. But his teammates, Salty Steve and Tech 7, also hitting the ball really well. Tech 7's putting the ball in the back of the net. Fighting Hamster with a nice touch up. Tech 7's up for this one. I think that might have been on target if he's able to get it. Xander going for the flipper. Fighting Hamster gets a nice clear out to the Untouchaballs corner. Gets a pinch over. Jive a little bit awkward. A double commit coming out from the brothers. It seems like this Untouchaballs team has been a little bit awkward on defense, like the entire series, I'd say.
Yeah, they certainly aren't. Maybe this might be an off day. Maybe they are just playing as good as they can, and Lob-otomy is just cooking them. But Tech 7 gets the push over one, not able to get past the other. So you see Salty Steve trying to put it mid, gets taken away by Aqua. You see Salty Steve getting a demo here on Xander, but Tech 7 with low boost tries to put it towards this Untouchaballs net. Doesn't quite get it there, but we see a big clear from Aqua Maniac. Gets cut off by Fighting Hamster. As we see him get past one. 50s jive. 0 boost. Tech 7 opts to take it slow. Gets control, but gets 50 for his efforts. We see Aqua Maniac with an awkward touch. Gets demoed. Fighting Hamster. Lob-otomy is just trying to get this ball out of their half. We just see an infield pass coming from Xander. Jive puts it on target. Aqua Maniac hoping to seal the deal. Gets cut off by Fighting Hamster. As we see a shot coming from Xander. Denied by Salty Steve.
A great outlet pass coming out from Tech 7 over to Salty Steve. I don't know if it was planned, but great job to relieve that pressure. Xander with a great touch out. This is a little bit awkward for Fighting Hamster. He's awkward off the backboard. Salty Steve there saved the day, but Tech 7 also went up. This one could be on target. Fighting Hamster, a ghost touch. Aqua Maniac tying it up for this Untouchaballs team.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate double commit coming from Tech 7 to Salty Steve. Left a lot of time for just anyone with boost to get the shot on target, as we see Xander able to take advantage of that, tying the game up here with just a little over 2 minutes. As we see a shot coming from Aqua Maniac, another double commit coming from Salty Steve and Tech 7. Unfortunate whiff carry coming from Jive and Xander. Ops put it mid, no one there to take advantage of that. Jive puts it back mid again, goes for the bump, unable to find it. As you see Fighting Hamster get the good clear. Salty Steve, not a lot of boost, tries to make a play, pass down mid. No one there to receive it. As you see Tech 7 lob it up on this Untouchaballs half. As you see a great clear from Xander. No boost, keeping the pressure on. Salty Steve gets it past one. Can he get it past the other? No, he is unable to.
That's a great boost still coming out from Salty Steve. Taking that boost away from this Untouchaballs team. Fighting Hamster is there in the corner to receive that one. Tech 7's going to beat this one. Not quite though. Xander gets a nice beat over to this Lob-otomy corner. Salty Steve gets the touch out to the sidewall. He's got another. Aqua Maniac's going to leave this one for Xander. This one gets pinched out towards the sidewall. Jive there to receive that one. Gets a nice little boom and clear out towards Tech 7, who gets an awkward touch. Jive almost sliding that one in. Salty Steve there to meet him at the top. Tech 7, they get a nice pass out. Fighting Hamster with an open wall, not quite an open wall. But he gets a pass over Aqua Maniac. He's gonna have a nice flick over one. Tech 7, his last back here. He needs to make a touch. He does. This one's gonna be in the corner. Fighting Hamster, a much needed touch. Jive gets a little awkward backflip touch. Fighting Hamster looking for the pass over to Salty Steve. Ends up getting to him regardless. Aqua Maniac gonna take this one. Start the offensive pressure here. This one could be dangerous. 2 people up from Untouchaballs, leaving Jive alone on defense. A great coming out from Xander. I think it actually is Xander on defense, but regardless, just pressure from both these teams.
Yeah, glad to see Untouchaballs finally finding their presence here, as game number 2 was, I wouldn't say it was a walkout, but Lob-otomy certainly had the pressure advantage over Untouchaballs. We see an awkward ball floating in front of this Untouchaballs net. Unfortunate 50 coming from Salty Steve. Fighting Hamster sends it a long way off the corner, and we see another overtime in game number 3.
Wow, this is a crazily competitive series so far. I am loving this. This is more than I can ever hope for. This one's gonna be floating out. Salty Steve gets an awkward touch to Xander. Super awkward gets a few touches actually. Salty Steve there to cut. Fighting Hamster almost flipping one on. The surprise cut almost got Aqua Maniac off guard. I think he just put it on target. Would have had him. Fighting Hamster with the mission with the ice in game 3, leading 2-1 in the series now.
What is happening?
Wow.
Everyone on this Lob-otomy team is locked in.
Dude, I'm telling you, this Fighting Hamster guy, back-to-back previous Div B champion, finally gets this call up to the captain spot, and I was a little bit concerned for him and his team early on in the season, but they've been playing so well as of late, and especially now. And Untouchaballs, for those who are not familiar, they haven't lost since week 1. They have been on a 6-series winning streak, I believe, or however many series they've played. Take 1 series off, and that's how long of a winning streak they've been on. So they've been super hot the entire season. Maybe they're getting complacent, or maybe this Lob-otomy team is, you know, they just like that. Maybe who knows?
I'm gonna press ready up there, Yellow Dog.
I was yapping. Well, no, it'd be super. I think if this Untouchaballs team lost this series, then the seeding gets a lot more interesting near the top. Because everyone's kind of assuming that this Untouchaballs team would just kind of go throughout the rest of the season, probably not lose, maybe lose to Thick of It next week. I don't think anybody has them losing to Lob-otomy on their radar. I don't think many, if any, people really have that on their mind.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't on my bingo card. Maybe due to the fact that Tech 7 does have to leave at some point. Fighting Hamster, along with Salty Steve, are trying their best to get Tech 7 out of here. That might just be the buff. That might be the new strat for Lob-otomy. As we see a dangerous ball, Jive unable to get the goal. Aquamaniac rushes back as Tech 7 unable to get the shot on target. As we see, that is an unfortunate 50. Is anyone there to read that? As we see the entirety of Lob-otomy going for that save as the ball just keeps getting banged around on this field. That's a great clear from Fighting Hamster. As we see Xander takes control, take it to his corner. That might be a little awkward. Jive able to bail him out. As we see Xander call off his teammate. This could be a shot opportunity. That's a great shot. It's saved by Fighting Hamster. Aquamaniac unable to keep the pressure on this Lob-otomy half. Self-esteem trying to get a touch. Bit of an unfortunate 50, or a bit of an unfortunate win from Tech 7. Trying to play something on target. A little bit wide. Self-esteem trying to keep the pressure alive. Unable to make the touch, but this could be dangerous. Xander, we're getting the double tap.
Oh my God.
Opening up Untouchaballs to take the lead here in game number 4.
I was a bit concerned when he started taking that thing to the air, because it was just an open net. He could have just shot that thing. But he opts for the air dribble style points, gets the double tap, a little pinch up the corner. Yeah, as you mentioned, opening up the floodgates for Untouchaballs. I think they might be there we go. That's the Untouchaballs that we know. Xander just staying upfield, and a great pass, and probably was just coming up from Aquamaniac.
Yeah, that is a great shot coming from Aquamaniac. That might have been in whether or not, I want to say that was Xander shot it or not, but you got to get those points somehow. You want to keep that pressure alive. They probably did that just so they had more time to score more goals. As we see Aquamaniac, might have been a tactical backflip. We won't be able to tell as we see Jive gets the 50. Tech 7 gets a shot on target, cleared away by Xander. Gets the read off the corner as we see Jive making a desperation save. The ball, a lot of pressure coming up mid-here as we see Salty Steve trying to get the touch. Double commit coming from Jive and Aquamaniac as we see Lob-otomy keeping this insane pressure, keeping it on this Untouchaballs half. Leaving Untouchaballs very awkward, low boost. There's only so much they can do as we see a demo here for Jive for his efforts trying to get it over on this Lob-otomy half.
Aquamaniac with a nice high touch, almost over Fighting Hamster. Gets the awkward mid touch. This one's going to be bouncing off their top of their net. This one's going to be floating out. Fighting Hamster's going to follow, just going to rip this shot on. 2 of them commit to it, so valuable touch coming out from Tech 7. Oh, Tech 7 going a little bit wide on the shot there. Probably wants that one back, but Fighting Hamster there to recollect in the midfield here. Aquamaniac gets a nice beat, but Salty Steve is there. But Xander is there just a little bit faster. Tech 7 doesn't quite shoot it right away. A double commit, and a little awkward touch coming out from Salty Steve. Lobbing it up. Fighting Hamster can't quite find the shot on target. This one is going to be in the Lob-otomy corner. Jive with a great touch out mid. Xander with another touch out mid. Aquamaniac can't quite find the touch. Salty Steve trying to relieve some of this pressure that Untouchaballs is putting on. Soon's gonna be floating out. Salty Steve with a great touch. Xander, just a great, maybe accidental double tap. I think that was just in the net if he didn't touch that. Regardless, it's still in the net.
Weaving the ball through this Untouchaballs team. Now, what was he? Right place, right time. Egoing Salty Steve, who
Ego.
might not have been able to get the shot on if Tech 7 didn't cut him off like that. But that does have their deficit by 1 point. You have a little over a minute and 40 left here. You are down by 1. Game number 4. If you win this, you win this series. And Untouchaballs, I'm sure they don't want that. They're undefeated by 6 games. Jive, not a lot of boost. Unable to get the shot. Salty Steve sending it down this Untouchaballs way. Unable to make contact. Salty Steve gets the touch mid. Cleared away by Jive. This is an unfortunate win from Tech 7. A little over a minute. Something needs to happen if you're Lob-otomy.
Yeah, just this Untouchaballs pressure is just suffocating. They're all 3 in the orange half right now. Then they're trying to find another one. Can't quite find it. Salty Steve gets a nice awkward pinch out mid. He's gonna follow off the Tech 7 touch. Can't quite find a Jive in the ISO against Fighting Hamster. What has he got? Salty Steve there to recover that ball in the midfield. Xander gonna cut off his own teammate. A little bit of awkward maniac. Tech 7 with a great little side flip there. This one's gonna be up the sidewall. A great touch coming up from Xander. Salty Steve though gets the beat on awkward maniac. Jive hits this one out. And this Untouchaballs team, just so much pressure. They're just so unrelenting. Even when they're up, that's exactly how you have to play. You can't play super passive when you're up. Otherwise, that's just waiting to get scored on.
A little under 30 seconds. Lob-otomy need to make something happen. They need to find a goal here, or else they're going to be brought to game number 5. Salty Steve trying to get the ball mid. Tech 7 intercepts the clear. Xander, the shot on target, double commit coming from Lob-otomy, gets cleared away by Fighting Hamster, sends it down this Lob-otomy half, trying to keep it up. 0 seconds. Can Lob-otomy get it down this field? No! The ball will touch the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game number 5.
Holy freaking moly. Oh my goodness. I did not think this thing was going to game 5. I think you might have predicted game 5.
You just want to ready up real quick.
Gotta go now. Okay, yeah, they're on a super freaking
super tight schedule.
crunch time. Yeah, I believe Tech 7's gotta leave at 10 is what it sounds like. But yeah, well, it looks like if this Lob-otomy team does win, we might not have Texan for the post-game interview. Maybe on the mobile device. But I don't know. They've been kind of cursed with Game 5 throughout their entire season. I believe it was like their first 3 series they all lost in Game 5. They've had quite a few Game 5 losses. This one's gonna be ringing off the crossbar here. Anyone to follow Salty Steve with a great clear out. Gonna start bringing this one up the midfield. Tech 7 hitting this one up off the corner, a little bit awkward. Xander with a nice touch out mid. Jive there to follow. Can't quite get it though. So it's gonna be a little bit awkward for this Untouchaballs team. Xander gets the touch and the follow. No boost, but a nice little pinch, but just straight up denied by Fighting Hamster.
Dangerous as Jive. Forced to make the desperation pinch here. A little awkward here. Fighting Hamster with a powerful pinch. Double commit again. Coming from Tech 7 and Salty Steve. They need to figure that out. And
what?
Steve with an amazing shot off the Untouchable corner. I need to see this again.
What? What a crazy angle!
An angle, Salty Steve. What's the tool for math that you use to like read angles? Whatever that, the protractor. Salty Steve with the protractor gets this early lead here in game number 5.
Dude, I am telling you, he is a shooter in every sense of the word. That is a crazy angle coming up from him, showing some ice in game 5. Maybe, they're definitely trying to beat their game 5 demons that they've definitely had in the past. Xander going a little bit high again on his shot. And Aquamaniac a little bit wide. This one's going to be floating out mid. Tech 7, not a lot of boost. Gets a nice touch out. Salty Steve can't quite find it. Fighting Hamster on the backboard. Definitely needs one here. Does get the one. Jive gets the pass over to Aquamaniac, but he's not quite able to find the shot in either. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Absolutely.
That was
ripper
turned real quick.
of this series.
Oh, the pinch. Great job from Aquamaniac though, just being there ready for that. I sure, would not have been ready for a pinch coming up mid like that. But good job tying the game up from him. I swear to God, every time this Lob-otomy team takes the lead, it seems like this Untouchaballs team equalizes immediately. Like, they seem to get the equalizer goal immediately every single time. Lob-otomy almost take the lead yet again. Tech 7 rolls this one over and around. Fighting Hamster with a nice 50. So it's going to be rolling out. Jive with a nice high touch. But Fighting Hamster there to meet it. Xander gets the save. He's going to try to read this one. He barely gets that one. A great touch coming up from him. Fighting Hamster and Tech 7 both kind of trying to go for that ball. Tech 7 ends up taking it. It's going to be rolling around. This is an awkward touch, but gets it over the shooter. Fighting Hamster with a nice high touch. This one's super awkward for Aquamaniac. Tech 7 almost with the shot on target, but Jive with the diving save blocked by James.
Lob-otomy needed that. They needed to score that there. They do not want to get in overtime, especially with the time crunch that Tech 7 has. A lot of physical play coming on this Lob-otomy half. A little over 2 minutes, something needs to happen where I had a little bit of a stalemate, a little bit of a back and forth here. As we see Salty Steve barreling towards the ball. Gets the touch mid. Is anyone there to take advantage of it? No! Untouchaballs with the rule 1 against themselves. Breaking it. That might have cursed them as we see a bump coming from Fighting Hamster. Salty Steve trying to put it mid. Gets cut off by Xander. Xander meeting the ball in the corner. Finds the pass mid. No one there. This could be a solo play. As we see gets the one touch, a little bit awkward, unable to get the backboard. As we see a shot come from Aquaman, that could be awkward, but Jive commits to it, leaving Xander back by himself. He's able to get back in time though. What is happening? That's an open.
How much you feel? No way!
Great clear coming from Aquamaniac.
Oh my goodness, Lob-otomy had such an open net there, but there was no second man. They had 2 third men playing absolutely in their half. To Steve gonna put this one. Xander, that's a great touch coming out from Xander. You can't underestimate that touch. Fighting Hamster trying to find this one on target.
Can we get double tap? No!
Oh my goodness! They're almost with the ice double. Tech 7 gonna be challenging this one. No way, Salty Steve. Oh no. Okay, he redeems himself. He gets the clear. Could have been absolute disaster for Lob-otomy. He's gonna hit this one up off the corner. Jive's gonna hit this one out. Fighting Hamster trying to follow this one. Trying to get a pass out mid. Aquamaniac there to shut it down. Tech 7, maybe a shooting opportunity, not quite enough boost. And Aquamaniac is going to recollect on his backboard.
Yeah, just a little awkward here. Ball here. That might just fall. What just happened?
Wow.
What just happened?
What?
That is such an unfortunate 50 if you're Untouchaballs.
Wow. Holy moly.
Ladies and gentlemen, 37 seconds left. Untouchaballs need a miracle just to even tie the game.
Hey, I'm saying they've gotten the equalizer. Oh brother. They've gotten the equalizer though in the past in the series so quick every single time, like almost without fail. Obviously, when they've lost the game, they haven't. But
15 seconds.
Maybe trying to keep some pressure up here. Aquamaniac. Gonna try to put this one target. Jive, a double commit coming up from Untouchaballs.
We need to stay alive
and
for 5 more seconds.
So much time. Oh my goodness.
We could be seeing this such an unfortunate.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
They've taken down the Giants.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lob-otomy. I want to say they were the third to the bottom seed. Beat Untouchaballs in game number 5.
Absolutely insane. They started off their season like 1-4. They have made the comeback the last few weeks, winning a few series in a row, winning against one of the top teams in thick of it, and then winning against the top team in Untouchaballs. We thought this team was maybe not unbeatable, but they definitely stood at the top. Like there's no argument there. They're the only team with one loss, and that came in week 1. So taking yet another loss this late in the season is definitely surprising to me.
I'm flabbergasted. I'm stunned. I don't know what I just saw, but it was beautiful. Tears down my eyes.
Wow, it completely makes up for all the scuffness coming up from both of our ends.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are still here after all of the scuff, I once again I do apologize, but I hope that game made up for it tenfold. Anyways,
That was insane. Oh, someone in the video is talking. I gotta.
You're good.
There we go. Sweet.
Figuring out
that.
how to get to the winner screen. Oh wait, yeah.
Butted.
Right here. What team are they in?
Sweet.
They're
Lob-otomy.
All right. I was trying to figure out which team they were.
Yep.
Orange. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am still new. I'm gonna drag the two boys that are left here still. Lob-otomy. What was that?
Texan Comp 1 if you want to pull them in. If you can.
Got it. I
Too good to go to the waiting room, I guess.
I am able to do that. Oh. Yeah.
There he is.
All right. Lob-otomy.
All right. Hello.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at the phone cam.
Barely hitting
X7.
the deadline. I can see now that the cams for us co-hosts are gone.
Oh no.
Oh, this is so
Nah.
tough.
You don't need to see him anyway.
Yeah,
You're all good.
See us. We're just the
Shit,
hosts.
we gotta get a move on here anyway.
That's
chill.
Anyways, I'm just gonna rip one question each. Fighting Hamster, or maybe just one question as a whole. How did you guys prepare to potentially take down this Untouchaballs team?
We had very rigorous training. We trained.
A lot of good conversation beforehand. A lot of good conversation. You know, that's the key to the lobotomy strategy. Is we use a lot of comms. Are they good comms? No, but they're comms.
I believe our main comm was which video should Tech be watching?
Yes.
Family Guy or
there was-
Lobster?
Yeah, Family Guy funny moment compilation on his screen, or like spinning cat. There was a lot of different things. I mean, it
was going to be questionable, and I didn't want to put it on stream.
Oh my god.
Unfortunate.
But, just to keep it short and sweet here, congratulations guys. I'm kind of upsetting Whirl here for the stream, but congratulations. I certainly wasn't expecting this outcome, especially the ferociousness coming from you guys. I think it goes without a doubt that that you guys are known as the defense heavy team, but you guys came out swinging, which honest to God, incredible. Yellow Dog, do you got a question here for them before we send them on their way?
I got one quick one I want to ask. You guys didn't have quite, the start that you wanted in the season. A lot of Game 5 losses. You guys looked like maybe one of the bottom 3 teams, maybe bottom 3, bottom 4, but you guys have really turned it around and shot yourself up. So what has changed in your guys' head that has just completely turned this season around for you guys?
absolutely nothing is what I can think
starting
of.
to see-
We've been playing the same way the entire time. I guess the only thing that I can think of is we've played with each other more as the season's gone on, and we've adapted to our each other's play style.
Yeah, I'd say that's the main thing, just playing with each other more.
Well, GG's, fellas. I mean, it's been working out for you guys lately. I don't know what the seeding's going to look like after this, but it's going to completely throw the Div B seeding awry and change a whole lot in Div B. So congrats on that wins, fellas.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, GG's. Alrighty, take it over to the caster cams here.
All right.
Yellow Dog. Was that the outcome you were expecting?
Not at all. I mean, I'd mentioned I thought Untouchaballs, were still that top team. I think they're going to win in 4, but they ended up losing in 5. So, super competitive series. I love seeing that. Super close games, even. Not quite what I was expecting, but I thought there was definitely a chance. I don't know if I said it or not, but I definitely thought there was a chance that Lob-otomy was going to come out and surprise a lot of folks tonight.
Indeed. Lob-otomy certainly did surprise us, but I'm probably gonna close it on here. I got to get the second series started, But
Yep.
any last words you want to say to the chat before we head to a quick intermission?
Oh, my bad for picking that nap, but you know, ended up kind of working out a little bit late of stream, but it's always fun to hop on the desk, especially with my own personal DCRL captain. So, I mean, it is a good series.
Alrighty. Once again, thanks again for watching an incredible series. I'm gonna take it over to intermission. See y'all later.
Probably turn down the game volume a little bit.
Oh, guys, this streaming stuff it takes a lot of work. Like I said, first game on here, Bean. Oh my God, words!
Yurt.
I am joined for the second series
Yurt.
by the one and only Bean Chalupa.
Yo, what's good, gang? Actually, I shouldn't do that. Take that back. What's good, fellow DCRL members? Oh, we're all good though. How about you, Cosmic?
I'm here. I'm exhausted. I didn't realize how exhausting this would be streaming, but it just goes to show those that do stream, the veteran streamers, you gotta show some love to them. That's insane. I don't get how they do this so. Oh, there we go. I don't get how they can do that so flawlessly. But anyways, we're gonna head over to the. I don't think I changed the stats. I'm not gonna lie. Do you wanna talk to them real quick?
Yeah, I can talk to them about stats.
Oh no,
quick.
I did.
So,
I did. All right. So
you did?
yeah.
Perfect.
Look at me, guys. I'm so good. All right.
Let's go.
Oh. So, looking over at the Division C standing so far, Silver Leveling are going to be the number 3 seed for Div C. They are league leading for shots with 7.68. League leading for goals against, which is not exactly what you want, but as long as you can outshoot your opponents, that shouldn't be a problem. And
it's the reverse, actually. They put league leading on goals allowed as the lowest.
Goals allowed. All right. So obviously goals allowed and save percentage, that seems to be, those are two correlating stats. Disorientated, not necessarily middle of the pack for Div C. They are in that upper echelon of DC. They aren't league leading in any stats. I forgot to change the I forgot to change one of the thingies.
Which thingies? What are we talking about?
Schedule block. All right.
Oh, we're good.
There we go. We're cooking. Anyways, so Bean, do you want to take it away and talk about our disorientated team here?
Oh yeah, I got. Oh yeah, so disoriented. I mean, they're just below silver leveling in terms of win percentage, and just below them in goals per game. I mean, both of these teams are really solid. It just seems like they're just slightly underneath silver leveling, just in terms of stats. I don't really know what the progression has been within these two teams, but just looking at these, I mean, shots allowed is higher also. I mean, all of these stats are just showing that silver leveling is probably a little bit higher, except for demos. That could go into the way of disoriented, with them having 3.6 demos per game, but they're also demoed a lot. So I don't really know what to think of these. Obviously the win percentages are super close, as this division C, like the entire division, is just super competitive here. Kind of a mirror image of what happened, I think it was 2 semesters ago. There was just like a bunch of ties and it came down to the wire right at the end. But yeah, I think this game is gonna go, like, it could go either way here.
Yeah, when it comes to disorientated, Lob-otomy is my old teammate back from my Div D days. He is that solid second man. He's there when you need him. I'm not too familiar with Indisposed and Ender, but obviously Indisposed league leading in goals per game. He is that star power for this disorientated team. We're gonna switch the stats over here to silver leveling, captained by Tyler 8G with his second man Mr. Miko and his third man Mouse Toes. This team I do know a little bit about. Tyler 8G, solid contender for Div B. I was honestly very surprised when he wasn't picked in Div B, but what can you do? That's just how, them's the breaks. But Tyler G, 8G, leading his team with 1 goal per game. Mr. Miko 1.76, Mostos 1.68. Mr. Miko, I know him through BSC. He is a very solid player. Just like Lob-otomy, he's a very solid second man, there when you need him. Chat, I do apologize. I don't really know how to do the predictions, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. I'm hoping to get better at this before my second stream. But silver leveling, not entirely league leading, but they are on that upper echelon, I believe. Let's just take over. Yep, they are in that top 3 for Div C. So obviously they're doing something right. They are doing something right. But you got anything to say about the silver leveling squad here, Bean?
I mean, you were kind of touching up on it. Tyler HE, definitely a really good player here in this Division C. And his goals per game 1.0 is actually, I'm pretty sure it's second, tied with Bui. I remember seeing that not too long ago, but they're tied. And it's actually just underneath the other team's captain, Indisposed, with Indisposed having 1.1. So they're like neck and neck as captains on the offensive side. On defense, Indisposed is still just slightly bit better. But I mean, the defense here is still insane, with everyone having almost a save per game. You gotta love to see that between your teams. And I mean, I think these guys are gonna work really well, and just overall, silver leveling just looks solid.
For sure. Just waiting to get the okay from both of the boys here. Looks like we got the okay for both teams. We're gonna get this game started up here in just a little bit. All right.
Obviously, we don't have predictions up on what's it called on stream. We can do our own predictions, I suppose.
How do I do this again? Oh, whoop! There we go. There we go. As we wait, get the boys rolling here.
Predictions.
This time, I actually do have everything correct. I have everything correct, I believe. Oh my God, menu. Okay. Yep, game number 1 here. It's a broken record. Game number 1 is always a feeler game, but indisposed with that leading stat line for Div C here and goals per game. Hopefully we can get this game rolling here. Game loud. Why is the game? Lower it. I lowered it last time. B, you just want to take it away real quick.
But like these two teams are very solid, very evenly matched. I think this is going to be a good match for Div C. And who knows, we might be able to see these teams playing against each other in playoffs, which should be coming up here in a few weeks. I think this is probably either the second to last or the third to last week. But we're getting close to playoffs, and that's always an exciting time for DCRL. As we get to see the best of the best play out and to play for this championship, as they are trying to put up the pressure, silver leveling here. They're not letting go. As what is that? Mastos, I think is Lakers in 5. Putting a shot up on, but it's no good for the team. Lemojul? I never know how to say his name. I'm trying to put it out of his corner. Ender almost getting a nice little dookie, but it's no good as it's really slow. Miko on the ball, getting demoed here as a Lemojul. I'm gonna get that wrong, I swear, because I've heard both ways. But it's whatever. Tyler almost putting the shot on goal as Indisposed is able to save it out. And as Cosmic was talking about before, game 1 is that feeler game, and it doesn't mean a ton about who wins or loses, which is quite the opposite story of what we were talking about in these previous seasons. Game 1, what used to be super important to win, but now as people are able to feel each other out, I feel like it's less important to win that game 1 and more about being able to, adapt to your opponents and to be able to just be those players that are able to read your just read the environment pretty much. As Lemojul might be able to get a solo playoff here, but Tyler HE just catches it. A little bit of an unfortunate touch as Mr. Miko able to clear it out. And he's almost has an open goal, but Lemojul is just putting it over towards the left side, indisposed, clearing it out for his team. Nobody's able to hit it out there for solo leveling as Lemojul demoing Tyler HE, but Mr. Miko is able to clear it out. Indisposed popping it over, getting a nice little 50 here. There's Lemojul popping it around Tyler G, and it's just a demo fest here in this game 1. As I'm talking about it, more demos. Right. Oh man,
I think I got everything figured out. And as I say, Tyler 8G with an opportunistic goal, a little under 3 minutes into this game number 1. That is a very momentum heavy goal for silver leveling.
I think they were just waiting for you to talk before they wanted you to be the one talking about the goal pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. But here, Tyler HE trying to send it down this disorientated half. Thanks again though for keeping the chat entertained here as Miko tries to get the touch mid. Unable to get it towards the disorientated half. Taylor HE forced to make a save. That could be a shot a little bit wide coming from Lemojul as he's able to steal that silver leveling boost. As Indisposed lobs it towards disorientated's half. A little bit wide, a little bit high, but I don't really know who Lakers in 5 is.
That one should be Mastos. That should be Mastos.
All right. So yeah. Oh man, that throws me off. But Lemojul with the shot. Unable to be saved by silver leveling. Nothing you can do. I was
about to say, Tyler G not having enough boost to be able to save that, and it just floats straight into the net. just a bit unfortunate, but I mean, what can you do? If you don't have that boost, sometimes it can get a little awkward in those defensive positions, and it's just never a good time to be in defense without boost. But something that you can get better on. Obviously, I don't feel like I'm the best to talk about that because I feel like a lot of the time when I have no boost as defense, it's just terrible all around. But a minute left to go in this game, tied up. It's still anyone's game here as Miko clearing it out for his team, and Limojul is still on the ball, and Maz Toes cleared it out, but with no boost here, not able to get a touch that he wants. It's just floating over towards their mid side, and Limojul almost got the ball, but instead hits the player and gets a demo off in the air. Off to the left side, Mr. Miko might be able to get a touch here, maybe getting a little double tap. Oh man, what a shot from Maz Toes, but just off the crossbar. Gotten a little ping, a little new feature from Rocket League recently. 30 seconds left. It's still anybody's game as there was a little 50 and it was floating over Silver Leveling's goal, but it's no good.
For sure, for sure. Honestly, that goalpost ping noise never fails to crack me up. But it's a great indicator to rub salt in the wound that your shot just wasn't quite on target. As we see Limojul not able to get the shot on target, as we see, I forget who that is. That the Lakers in 5 kind of throws me off. As Maz Toes tries to send it towards disorientated half. 0 seconds left. Can any one of them get this goal to hopefully take this early lead? Ladies and gentlemen, we have overtime and game number 1.
You always gotta love to see an overtime between two very evenly matched teams. It's always I would say a butt clencher for especially just both of these teams. They want to be in this higher seed. They want to be above the other, and we will see. Oh man, in this series, who would be the ones to come out on top? Oh man, that was a little bit rancid.
You okay there, B?
Whatever.
You okay?
We're good. Good.
I just want to keep taking away. I'm trying to fix Tyler's cam.
Oh, you're all good. 30 seconds have passed in this overtime as Tyler AG might be able to get a shot off into the open net. And Tyler AG putting the dagger in this game and winning this game 1. What a nice shot.
Once again, as soon as I talk, Tyler 8G gets another ripper here to take game number 1 here. Amazing gameplay here coming from Tyler AG.
I mean, that's what you want to see from your captain, him being able to finish those shots for everyone else. Yeah, no, looking at these stats though, Tyler AG, the MVP with 2 goals, 1 save, and 3 shots. I mean, he was just the better man on the field. And obviously this game, he was the better captain. And we'll see if that's the story of this entire series. I mean, Lemojul was... is Lemojul the second man, right? I'm pretty sure he is.
Yep, Lemojul's the second man.
I mean, him and Indispose were pretty neck and neck in score. Both of them are doing really well, I feel. So, I mean, if they kick it up a notch, they still could be able to win these next few games.
All right, getting ready here for game number 2. Lakers in 5. It's Ender. I'm not too sure what's going on with Tyler's stats, but as we see Ender trying to get the ball mid, unable to find a shot. As we see a great clear coming from Tyler AG. Could be an open net opportunity, but Indisposed able to knock it away here. As we see a great 50 demo coming out from Limojul. This could be awkward. Limojul forced to take it to his corner. Gets dunked by Mr. Miko. Indisposed needs to get a clear. Opts to take a slow. Gets cut off by his second man as Limojul takes it down the silver leveling half. Gets it past 1. Not able to get it past Miko.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at a different screen. I was messing around with my filters some. But looking at this game, a minute in, and we get a Rule 1 here with Maz Toes and who is that?
I believe that is Limojul.
Limojul. Oh, unfortunate. I mean, The 2v2 is on their way. I'm not really sure what the 2v2 is looking like, as Ender almost getting a flip reset. Oh, I thought he was gonna be able to get a touch there. That would have been nasty to actually try to get down with rule 1. But Mr. Miko puts it straight in and gets them the lead for this game 2.
Yeah, that was honestly insane here coming from Indisposed. Not Indisposed. Who was that? Mr. Miko. Sorry, I'm a little confused. I'm trying to fix Tyler's cam. I don't know what's wrong. I think I'm just gonna call it there. I don't really want to take up too much time here. As we see, Limo pelting the backboard. Indisposed get the read. That is on target. Tyler HG unable to make the save. As we see a very awkward goal coming from Indisposed. But if it goes in, it goes in. At the end of the day, you tied up the series.
So unfortunate there, but I mean, a great read from Indisposed from the pass up the corner from Lob-otomy. I mean, it was just super awkward for silver leveling, as Indisposed might be able to get a flip reset shot off, and he passes it over towards his team, but nobody is able to read it there, as Miko popping it around, almost getting a shot off on their net, as Masto's almost getting the 50 into the net, getting the dookie. Tyler AG, oh my goodness, with a nice touch over to Masto's, but Masto's not able to read it. Lob-otomy getting the 50 off of Tyler AG. Mr. Miko needing to read this, but it goes over towards his side, and it's floating over towards the middle of his net. Lob-otomy able to find the open net and give him the lead here.
That is such a great pass coming here from, not pass actually, it's an unfortunate touch coming from silver leveling. Sorry, my camera was on, it's me Ender, I wasn't really paying attention, but I did figure out the cams. Now I gotta flip Tyler AG, see if I can get him figured out. As we see, Mostos gets an unfortunate touch mid. Tyler able to get the clear down the long way, gets met by Miko with 0 boost, tries to follow the ball, gets swatted away by It's Me Ender. As we see an unfortunate touch coming from, actually, what am I saying? Oh my god, I'm tired. As Lob-otomy able to get it past Matos. It's Mr. Miko going for the shot. That's off the backboard. Can Tyler HG get the read? Yes, he can, but Indisposed is just better, knocking it away. Tyler HG's goal. As we see a 50 coming down the center field. Lob-otomy tries to get the touch, unable to. That's a huge demo coming from Mastos. They needed that. And as Yellow Dog would say, palindrome. That is one of the, oh my god, what are the odds of this palindrome?
Oh man, palindrome. Oh wow, actually
yeah, what are the odds of this
Holy.
palindrome? Anyways, Mastos gets a favorable 50. Mr. Miko unable to send down this orientated half. Tyler AG unable to make a touch, but Mastos sends it towards the corner. Can he get one more? Gets the demo.
Oh my goodness.
Lob-otomy able to bail out disorientated. A little over 2 minutes left. Both teams not wanting to give up the goal first, but it's all up to see which team makes the mistake first. As we see a shot opportunity come from Mr. Miko, as he's unable to get the shot on target.
Yeah, I saw Masto's going for those demos. He's looking a little bit more like another person in this division, Grayskull, known for his demo plays, as he's close to 3 demos per game, which is insane. I mean, playing against someone that just demos you over and over, sometimes it just gets into your head. And that's probably what he's playing for. But now Mastos is trying to do that as Mr. Miko getting the shot off and putting it perfectly into the right side and gives them the lead this game too. What a shot.
Wait, I believe this team is called Disoriented. Is it Disoriented or Disorientated?
Disoriented.
Okay, so I did spell it right. All right. Someone in the chat there was trying to call out my spelling, but I know how to spell.
Oh, I think it's because you said it. It's because you said disoriented.
My fault. But Mastos trying to get this ball mid, gets cut off by It's Ender. Not a whole lot of boost, gets cleared away. That's a dangerous clear. Anyone from silver leveling able to get the shot on target? Yes, they can, but gets cleared away by Lob-otomy. Ender Mastos, sorry, the name change is really throwing me off, but Tyler AG sends it a long way, gets met by Ender. Lob-otomy puts it mid. Miko with the unfortunate touch. Lob-otomy tries to take advantage of this. Just a little wide as Ender keeping the pressure alive as we see Tyler HE getting a great 50, setting it down this oriented way. That could be a shot opportunity, but Lob-otomy with the Hail Mary save, able to keep the ball from going in their net.
Man, look at these ceiling shots from these players. Gotta love seeing the people go for clips. One of my favorite things to watch, and just even the pass plays are insane. Just watching anything go and just making it look clean and nice is always nice. But 10 seconds left. I mean, Silver Leveling still got the lead, but it's going towards their half. It could still be Disoriented's game, as it's just floating in the corner, popping it over towards midfield. Tyler Ritchie able to pop it around, might be able to kill it. It's still in the air.
Oh no! The ball is still up! Disorientated, need to make something happen as the ball floats mid into post, keeps it up, gets flicked up by Lob-otomy as we see physical play coming here. Lob-otomy with 0 boost. Can he get the ball in? Indisposed with the shot, denied by Tyler HE. What is happening? Back to back, like just adrenaline rushing games. That is so unfortunate if you're disoriented.
Oh my goodness, that was stressful to watch the entire time. Those last few seconds. Oh man,
was standing off of my seat. There was hopes and glimmers and shines for Disorientated. I was rooting for that 0-second tie-up goal, but unfortunately they didn't have a whole lot of boost there trying to get it over to the Silver Leveling half, as we see Silver Leveling take game number 2.
It looks like Lob-otomy.
Yeah, it looks like Lob-otomy is. I don't think you're allowed to take a timeout. No, yeah, if there's anyone in Silver Leveling Disorientated, if you guys are watching the stream, we're not gonna take a full timeout, but oh, look at that, he's ready. He didn't need a timeout.
All right, should be good.
Playing with my feelings here.
Oh man, but the stat line, Mr. Miko had 3 goals and 3 saves here. That is an impressive stat line. And he was carrying his team here, as the other 2 didn't really have much except for maybe a few saves and then the assist from Maz Toes. But it just goes to show how I mean, any of these players can be the leading person on the Silver Leveling team, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, an early shot opportunity coming from Indisposed. Didn't quite pack the punch that it needed here, but yeah, Silver Leveling. Oh my! Wow. An absolute ripper coming from Lob-otomy. The post gods were certainly on his side, as we see the guiding hand. Just look at that shot. The post certainly favored Lob-otomy there, as we see an early lead coming from Disorientated, but game number 3, you're down 2 series. All Silver Leveling needs is 1 more, which honestly, that closeout game is always going to be the hardest. But the way that Silver Leveling's been playing, I can see it happening. And as I say that, Mr. Miko with the early tie-up, able to tie this game up here with not even 30 minutes into the game, and we're only seeing not 30. Oh my days! 30 seconds into the game.
Oh my goodness!
30 seconds into the game, Mr. Miko is able to respond accordingly here. But like I was saying before, I was cut off by Mr. Miko's goal. No. I just can't seem to get my thought across. Just to see a little bit of an open net here. Lob-otomy kind of caught out as Tyler HE is able to take advantage of that mistake. Not what you want to see here if you're disorientated. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna try to say it for a 3rd time. You're down 3 goals. Something needs. I'm quitting. If that okay.
Oh
if that goes in. A little bit of a scramble coming up in front of this disorientated goal here. As you see Mr. Miko trying to keep the ball alive, keep it out of their half. As we see Indisposed, trying to get the ball towards the Silver Leveling net. Just want to take it away. I'm out of words here.
No, you're all good. I mean, this game is looking a little bit more towards Silver Leveling side. But obviously anything can happen in Rocket League. Rocket League is one of the more, I would say, chaotic games when it comes to score changes. I feel like they have a lot more control, but literally any kickoff goal can happen. There's some ways to just score so fast in this game that any lead, it doesn't really matter unless it's 7 goals within the last 5 seconds. But I mean, right here is definitely possible. They just need 1 to 2 more goals right here. Is indisposed.
Shot opportunity.
In the air, almost getting a double tap, but Lob-otomy's able to clean it up. And now they tie it up here in game 4. A well-deserved and well-needed tie in this game.
That was a great first touch coming from Indisposed, able to get it over one of the silver leveling defenders, and that mistake leaves an open net for Limojul to just seal the deal, slot that ball right in. 4 goals scored over 2 minutes. This is the Indisposed trying to go for the clip, but Ender once again able to take advantage of Indisposed outplays. They just weren't ready. No backboard defense leads to this open net opportunity from its Ender.
This guy wants to double tap, man. He tried to go for it 3 times. I'm pretty sure this game alone, he wants the clip. But his teammates are able to back him up. Oh wait, did I say game 4 before? I just realized what I was saying. I think I said game 4 by accident. I meant game 3.
Yeah, this whole stream's just been scuffed, so
right,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But as you see a little bit of physical altercation here coming down midfield, Mr. Meko with the big clear. He gets the big boost, but gets cut off by Limojul. Mostos meets him halfway as Tyler G 50s indisposed. That's favorable. Limojul with the shot demos Mr. Miko as we see an awkward ball opportunity. Shot goes wide from indisposed as we see Mr. Miko send it down this disoriented half. Disoriented is looking a little disorientated here as they're unable to find any sort of shot opportunity. It just seems to be getting swatted away by the silver leveling team.
Yeah, I mean, right here, Disoriented is able to hold off onto any more attacks on their side. Obviously, the very beginning, it was looking a little rough. They're able to clap back and to bring it straight over for their benefit as Indisposed, able to just nicely catch it here, but with no boost, he wasn't able to do much. Mikio cut him off. Limojul floating it right in front of his net. A little bit mistouch, I feel, but it's going straight back down into the silver leveling side, and Miko is able to clear it out. Maybe he's able to pass it over towards his team. It's Tyler AG off of the wall. Maybe able to get a play off, passing it over, going over towards Mostos, and he almost gets the dookie. But it's a nice save from Indisposed. A good positioning there as Miko almost sliding it into the top left bins. Oh my goodness, this is still going back and forth here, Cosmic.
Yeah, Silver Leveling are hungry to try to get this tie-up goal here as they just keep pressuring this disorientated half. Shot opportunity comes to Tyler H. As we see a little floater coming from Mr. Miko, able to take advantage of Tyler H.'s shot here. Let's go looking at the replay. Able to compose himself right away and is ready for that touch off the backboard from Tyler AG as we are once again tied up in game number 3.
Yeah, good thing you didn't make the same mistake that I did saying game 4.
We could very well see a game 4 based off how Disorientated is playing right now. But it all comes down to who's going to make the first mistake. No one is perfect as we see Silver Leveling keeping the pressure alive. Mostos, not a whole lot of boost, tries to get him in as we see Tyler with the great cut. A little bit of an awkward touch coming there, but Tyler AG takes advantage of that awkward touch. If you're a Disorientated fan, I would be shivering in my Tims right now.
Shivering in your Tims?
Shivering in the Tims.
Are you a pirate? What's going on,
Tims
man?
as in the shoe, you know, like the work shoe.
Oh, okay, the modernized version. I got it. I got it.
You're thinking of Timbers as we see as we see the most scuffed double tap I've ever seen in my life. He's been going for them, so I'm glad he was able to get it. But oh wait, no, Limojul scored that. What am I saying? Limojul able to respond very fast here to once again tie it up in game number 3.
I think Yellow Dog would be the one to correct you and say, that's not a double tap, that's a backboard read.
Backboard read,
Okay.
double tap. You're reading the backboard when you're going for double tap. So they're kind of the same thing here. A bit of a favorable 50 coming from Lob-otomy as we see Disorientated keeping this yellow dot catching this trick. As we see, that could be a shot opportunity coming from Mr. Miko, but indisposed with the clutch save as we see Mastos keeping the pressure alive. Can he get a shot on? No, just a little wide, just a little high as we see Tyler HE try to get the touch, unable to make contact. Mr. Miko puts it towards mid. Can you find the touch mid? No. Mastos once again puts it mid. This could be it. No one is there but Lob-otomy with the saving grace of a tap here as we see overtime in game number 3.
Another overtime here as Tyler AG off of the wall trying to get a touch up, but indisposed cutting him off. Miko on the ball with a boost, but it goes straight over towards the left side of Disoriented tap. Tyler AG wanting to get that double tap. A story of this entire game. It's just a bunch of double taps here. Masto's almost getting the shot off, but it's cut off by Ender. A nice little save. As Tyler AG not getting the touch that he wants with the 50. Lob-otomy not having any more boost there to follow up as Mastos dribbling it, and it's going back and forth between these teams. Who will be able to control it and to be able to get this goal? We will
An unfortunate whiff from Lob-otomy forces Ender to try to make the save, but he's too awkward. That is super unfortunate if you're disorientated. That is not how you want to go out, but at the end of the day, Silver Leveling was able to seal the deal, sweeping Disoriented in 3 games.
That was not at all how I expected it to end.
Not at all. Not at all. No, I was expecting it to end either. That is very unfortunate.
No. Oh man, an unfortunate touch. They were almost able to get this game 3, but Silver Leveling was just a little bit too much in their pressure. And these stats, I mean, obviously they're really even, but Silver Leveling was just that slight bit better enough to win these last 3 games. And they're looking really solid this season. Obviously the record is now 5-3. So now they are for sure third now, right?
I think we'll
They're
see
like
how
for
all
sure
the other
now.
games go. Yes,
Because that sweep put them up in winning percentage.
All right, I found the right thing to put up here. I'm just gonna leave the game just so there's no background audio. But let's go and drag the boys in here.
Oh.
What is up? What is up, guys? That was an amazing game there. You guys were able to shut out Disorientated in 3 games, able to get the sweep. My first question is going to be as a whole, and it's what did you guys do to prepare for this Disoriented team?
We did what we did every week. We got on like 30 minutes before a match and played.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually.
Well, I mean, if it works, it
needed,
works.
man.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I'm gonna shoot this question over to Tyler. As this captain, you've had a lot of good looks here. You were able to take advantage of a lot of missed touches from Disorientated. How would you kind of explain your thought process for all 3 of these games?
Just take what they give us, I guess. I don't know. Every time I got a goal, I'm like, wait, what happened? Why is it open? I kind of understand. I just
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, this Disorientated team was they seemed to be a little bit challenging for you guys. They also had a lot of good looks here, but I'm gonna shoot this next question over to Mr. Miko. As this third man, not third man, as the second man for Silver Leveling, there was a read that you had where Tyler hit the ball on the backboard. You were scrambled and you were able to just off the fly able to get the goal in there. Is this something that kind of happens often? Are you able to do you have that synergy with your captain?
Yes, it was enough to where it looked very scrambled, but in my mind I was like, oh, he's coming in. I know how he's gonna make this touch, generally speaking, so I could be in a. That's what you're talking about, like where it came off the corner.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like I hit it, he hit, yeah, that.
Hit the ball,
yeah.
hit it, landed. You were there.
It was kind of a little bit of a cluster, but it there was a thought process behind it.
All right. Bean, do you got any questions for these boys here?
Oh, whoa! I was trying to do some research here.
No, you're good.
I'll kind of throw this out, mostly to Mostos, but obviously anyone can answer this. You guys just swept. You guys just swept this last team here. Oh my goodness, I'm blanking out. What is wrong with me, man?
Okay. I'm gonna kind of cut you off there. I'm gonna let you think about your question, but Mostos, why you gotta change your name? What that it threw me off so much.
Oh,
Every time
no.
I saw it's Legacy 5, I'm like, who is that? Who's this Legacy 5?
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna say it.
I got banned on my other account, so I had to make an alt.
Do I want to know why you got banned?
I told someone to kill themselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whoa!
You're muted. All right.
We got it.
Nope. I made sure to lower his thing before he could even
we
say
got
it.
it.
We are
Mute
good.
that. Mute that.
Nope.
Mute that.
I said in
stream, bro.
GTA.
Don't
I
worry.
said in GTA.
No, okay.
Yeah, I said in GTA.
Okay. Yep. He said GG's, guys. All right, Bean. Do you want
He said
to?
GG's. Okay, I got it.
Do you want to shoot your question?
I got it. So this could go for anyone on this team. So obviously you guys just be disoriented 3-0. You guys are the number 3 seed. This next week you guys are facing Jumbo Nut. I mean, you guys probably aren't gonna prepare, but going into this next week, what are your thoughts on if you might be able to get this number 3 seed to be able to go into playoffs like that? Or, I mean, are you kind of okay being in the middle, or do you want to get that 3rd seed? Maybe
I don't even know.
seed.
I don't even know who's on that team. I'm not gonna lie.
To beat Jumbo Nut, all we gotta do is keep the ball above Jumbo Kid's head, because rumor has it he does not use ball cam.
That's not a rumor.
Unless he's
That's
changed.
true.
No, yeah, I do.
Unless he
I do
changed it.
believe I remember that.
That is true.
Back in
It
my
doesn't
Div
just-
D
yeah.
days.
It is
Yep.
100%
Yeah.
truth.
But he does
I don't know
does
if
have
does use it
that.
now.
He has that Oreo man effect where he's able to make something out of nothing, and you're just not ready for that. So definitely be prepared for that. Once again, guys, GG's. That was a great game. That was a very it was a very entertaining sweep. No shade towards Disoriented, but you guys played very well. GG's, and yeah. Bean, you want to say one last thing before I take it over to just us?
What was it? Look at my cam. Wait. Yeah. That's all I got for you guys.
All right.
What's up?
All right. I'm gonna take it.
That's all I got, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it over to just us.
All right, you gotta turn the stream off, man. After that.
All right, get these boys out of here. Bean, is this at all what you're? Oh, hey, look at that. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Bean, is this at all the outcome you're expecting?
The sweep, not really. I did kind of
yeah.
expect I expected silver leveling to win, but I did not think that they would do it in 3 games. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. If you're disorientated, you gotta work on those comms. I think that might be the main like driving force as to what kind of led to your guys' loss. But you guys had good looks. You had very good looks. You were able to set each other up. You were able to make your own individual plays. So keep improving on that. But I'd say definitely work on your comms. Bean, you got anything to say to chat before I end the live stream?
I love you guys. Also, shout out to Bean for casting this one.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. A bean cast is always going to be a good cast. I keep saying disorientated. It's disoriented, but yeah. One last thing before I end the stream. If you guys look down below, you see all the socials. Click that if you want. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but if you're gonna make bad spending decisions, use code DCRL in the Epic Store. I believe it works in Fortnite as well. So by all means, I'm not saying spend money, but if you guys are getting that urge to, at least use code DCRL. But with that out of the way, I'm just gonna say adios. Once again, thank you for helping me cast. This first stream was scuffed, but I mean, we got it out of the way. I definitely learned a whole lot here, and I hope to be back on the desk if Whirl allows me to. If Whirl allows me to go back here. And with that, peace.
To my boss that I'm done.